What is up, guys? How's it going today? My name is Syratube, and today we are back with another, what is this? Our 100, and I think it's the 136th, I want to say, flipping live stream here. Thank you all for tuning in today. Leave a like if you do enjoy the stream, of course, really does help me out a lot. But anyway, working with 725 million GP today. Really excited to work into this today, actually, to be quite honest. And the reason that is because, guys, if you haven't noticed, I've been making some crazy gains here these past couple of days. Just take a look at that, 725 GP, really nice. I actually have more than this. I'm just locked up in a flip right now, and I can't exactly sell the position yet, so we're going to hold on to that for now. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. We're going to get right into it, and of course, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything like that, please let me know. I'll be sure to help you out. Inazuma saying, I'll hit the like button before the video because I know the content will be fire. Inazuma, man, I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for saying hi, bro. Really do appreciate that, man. Thanks for stopping by. Narosho1 says, hey, bro, good to see you. Alharith, of course, and Pumpkin Face as well. Good to see you guys. Jordy, good to see you as well. Holy cow, you guys are piling in really fast here. Let me go ahead and get some flips going just to keep you guys entertained, you know? I know you want to see the juicy flips today, so we're going to make sure we get those juicy flips in for you, and we'll see how much money we can make. Now, guys, look at what? Oh, I did forget to mention. Take a look at this nice plugin we've got on the side. It's actually going to show us our margins, and I just found this actually the other day, and it's really nice. Look at this. It'll show you the buy price and the sell price of each, the profit you're going to get, the total profit you would get for flipping the limit, and your return on investment in a percentage. Really sweet add-in. It's called the Flipping Utilities on RuneLite. It's super nice. I highly recommend using it. But before we get too far into the plugin, guys, look at the mana ray price. This is the absolute highest I think I have ever seen mana rays by a lot. I think they're over like 200 GP over where they normally sit. Guys, this is freaking insane. I've never seen prices like this before. Markets are absolutely wild right now, and it makes flipping, honestly, a little bit scary. A lot of things are super high priced, but at the same time, this crazy bull run has made some really nice margins that I actually have been able to capitalize on, excuse me. Like, look at this Sanguesti staff flip I had the other day. Not that great, honestly, but that's a mil profit locked down there. Very nice. And the margin that was advertised was even higher than that. So, very interesting. Been trying a lot of Ancestral recently as well. I did 48 Infinity Boots, which was pretty fun there too. And of course, we do our regular stuff, Dragon Darts, Amulet of Torture. Threw a few new things in there, the Mage's Book, things like that. But anyway. Hopefully you guys do like this new flipping utility we have on the side, of course. The plugin is a bit buggy, but it's nice. Yes, it is a little bit buggy at times. Like, sometimes it doesn't really register your margin very well, but I do like using it. One at a time, RS, good to see you, man. Let's see, anyone else experiencing lag hiccups? I'm not. Is it in my stream, or is it in the game? Hopefully it's not my stream, because I do try really hard to produce a high quality stream for you guys. So anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to keep going here. Amulet of Torture is what we're going to be flipping next. What have you guys been flipping this week? I'd really like to know. Have the margins been good for you as well? For me, the margins have been absolutely killer. Been so nice to me recently. I've been making a killing here in old school RuneScape with the flips. I've also had more flipping time. I think that's a big thing, is I've been flipping more than I usually do in a day. And I've basically been doing that consistently. So that's why I'm so confident in my cash stack gains. But anyway, every now and then it just lags a bit. Does the stream lag? Anyway, I can try to adjust some of the settings, but I hopefully don't want to get into it too much. Maybe give the page a reload, that's all I can say, and hopefully that fixes whatever issue is going on there. And if not, I do apologize. I should have looked into this beforehand, but anyway, I'm going to keep going as long as it's fine for some people. If it's not fine for you, I just try reloading the page, see what happens with that. And if it's still messing up, maybe just lower the quality on the video. I don't know if it's your end. It's probably my end, to be honest, but either way. Now, we've got a 30 GP margin on the sharks. What the heck? This is insane. Usually when you're flipping sharks, you're only going to get like 5 GP, 6 GP max really on them. Most of the time I flip sharks, I'm really only getting a 3 GP margin. When I do it for the mana rays too, usually that's going to be like a little bit higher, maybe 7 GP margin. Reloading the page worked fine, thanks. No problem, man. But anyway, we've got those flips going here. This way we can keep track of the margins. Makes it super easy for me to actually tell you guys what the profit's going to be for a flip. And yeah, it just keeps us on the same page, and I think it's a lot nicer. So let me know what you think about the new flipping utilities plugin we have on the side here. If you guys don't like it, we can always switch back to this one. And when we leave the Grand Exchange, we probably will always switch back to this one. So yeah, just let me know. Anyway, we got 574 million GP to work with. Let's go and put this into some Bandos Tacits. We are going to flip some higher margin items today, guys, but we're going to stick to some of the more consistent, higher traded high margin items, which don't have that high of a margin, to be honest. They are pretty good oh wow, that's a really good margin for the Bandos Tacits here. Looks like we're going to get about a 35k margin on those, which is quite nice. We'll go ahead and list 7 of them here and see how they do. We've got all of our mana race as well. We're going to turn around and sell that as fast as we can because I really don't want to miss out on this margin. It is a really, really good margin right now. This could be the most we've ever made on a day flip or just like a session flip, I guess, for the mana race. So very, very nice if we're able to sell that. Now, at the same time, we're going to list the Amulets of Torture for 17,339,995. 17,339,995. List that, let it do its thing. I've been using the number pad on my keyboard recently, and it feels really official. It feels like I'm an accountant or something. But anyway. And Jordy mentioning that, remember guys, all the flips that are shown here will be a selection of some great flips. To see a bigger list and a selection to come, check out the Discord, and he linked our Discord group. Thank you, Jordy. I really appreciate that, man. You're always linking the Discord, which I really do appreciate. Any Keys, what's up, man? Good to see you. He says, what plugin are you using? Now, this plugin on the right side is actually called Flipping Utilities, which is very, very nice. It's probably the best plugin that I've found for flipping. I do also like the Grand Exchange plugin that comes with RuneLite, but this one is called Flipping Utilities. I highly recommend it. It shows return on investment in a percentage. It also shows you your total profit if you do flip the limit and things like that. So it's really, really nice. I feel like I have been rambling. Let's go ahead. We got to get some flips going, guys. I don't want to be sitting around here not flipping anything, and I'm getting distracted with you guys in the chat. So that's always a good thing. But of course, if you are enjoying the stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. We're going to be bringing more content to the channel this next upcoming week here, guys. And the reason we're going to be doing that is I'm stuck inside basically all the time. So there's no reason for me not to be bringing content to you guys. I guess we might as well talk about the new series that I'm going to say, quote-unquote, officially is coming to the channel now. Spamming the link can cause a term of service takedown of the stream, apparently, so I'm going to try to keep it sparse. Okay, no worries, man. But anyway, guys, the new series on the channel, I think you guys are really going to like it. Let me just get a couple of flips listed here, and then we're going to get into it. But let's go ahead and check out the Din's Bulwark as well. Now, the Din's Bulwark it's got some funky price movements recently. World of RS, one of our most renowned flippers in our Discord group, he always flips the Din's Bulwarks very successfully. So we're going to check, excuse me here, the margin on those, and it looks like it's pretty good, actually. I'm going to be making about 14k for every single one, which, again, not amazing, but, you know, I kind of want to flip them today. Why not? We'll do the Bandos chestplate as well, and we'll see how that goes for us today. Anyway, I would love to know, what are you guys flipping in old school RuneScape these days? Are you making a lot of profit recently? Honestly, I feel like right now, it's pretty hard not to make profit. A lot of these items have just gone on crazy price runs, and if you just have a little bit of patience, you can make a lot of money. So if you're not flipping right now, or you're not sure how to flip, this is the channel for you. We'll teach you how to flip from a very small amount of cash, however much you really have, all the way until whatever you want your monetary goal to be. This is the best place to do it. I give you guys, you know, personal help on how to flip, and flipping, like anything related to flipping. What items should you be flipping with how much money you have? How do you actually flip? I do it from start to end, so if you guys are interested in that, subscribe to the channel, and of course, join us on Discord. That place is amazing for learning how to flip with any amount of cash. Now, we're going to turn around and sell these Bandos Tacits for 29, I think we're due 29,922,000, I think we'll do. 29922,995. Let's that let it do its thing there, guys. And oh, I didn't even notice that it shows you exactly what it is when you go to list it. So either way, you can see that the Bandos Tacits here, we're gonna make a 35k profit for every one that we flip. And of course, it kind of gets messed up because it doesn't know. Sometimes it like just doesn't register. But the total profit, I don't even know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be pretty good though. And look, I'm gonna start getting lazy with my calculations because I'm gonna start looking at this on the side. Anyway, we still have 279 million GP. Let's go ahead and flip some prayer potions. And then after that, I think we'll also list some grimy Renard as well. Because the grimy Renard has had such a high limit that I want to take advantage of it. Now let's go ahead and, the margin on those is pretty good. Was at 80 GP each. Very, very nice. We're going to go ahead and list the limit here, which is, 2k every 4 hours. Very, very nice limit. And the grimy Renard coming in next as well, guys. Now, I love flipping the grimy Renard, but it's not a super, super accessible flip. It's kind of expensive to do, but it has gone on a very, very strong upward price run here recently. But since the risk is actually a lot higher right now, guys, I'm actually going to stay away from flipping these grimy Renards. And the reason I'm doing that is there is still a decent margin on it. It's over 10 GP, which is not great, but it's not bad, right? 12 GP for every grimy Renard we can flip. The reason I'm going to stay away from it, though, is grimy Renard is 11,600. That's insanely high. So I don't think I really want to go ahead and flip that. It's a little too risky for the profit we're going to make on it. So we're going to step back and just get away from flipping that. Now, looks like we have the Bandos chest plates coming in here. We're going to list them for, I would say, 20,424,995, and we'll let that do its thing there, guys. And we still have 249 mil to work with. Maybe we can do, should we do a big item or should we do another safer item? What do you guys want to see? You want to see some good profits? Should we try to do something, Vindes saying hashtag free Syratube. So funny, man. Jordy also commenting saying Peapots are so high right now. Remember when they were less than 12k? Usually they are less than 12k, so it's crazy, man. But anyway, Al Harith saying 11 people watching, only 6 likes. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. Really does help me out a lot. It'll help me with my commentary skills. I will get better if more likes come onto the video. I also had a lot of freaking coffee, so I'm just buzzing right now, just like spitting out 1,000 words per minute. Anyway, let's go ahead and list the Dragonfire shields here. 5,001,000 or 129,000, I think we'll do. 5129 505. There we go. Scales and Revenant Ether, we could do those, but we do have 249 mil. We might as well try to do something a little bit bigger, right? Zami Spear Hosta, we can do those two, although the margins were not that good. We're not going to do the Third Age Cloak, that's a little too much. We could do the Jeremy Wall suggesting the Dragonfire Award, which is another great suggestion. Thank you, Jeremy. But we're going to stay away from actually the Dragonfire Award this time around. And the reason we're doing that is because while the margin is probably pretty good, it's kind of a slow item to trade. And since we're on live stream, people might compete with us on pricing. So we're going to want to stay away from that. We already did Tortures. I think we'll do... I kind of want to try... Let's try Kodai Wand. I'm going to manually check this, which I don't recommend ever doing. It's really expensive. But since we're on live stream, I'm not going to pull something else up. We could do Justicar as well. Now, even the Kodai Wand margin is not very good. So we're going to go ahead and list a few of these. We'll see how it goes for us. But I'm not too confident that we're going to get a lot of profit off of this. We might try to sell it for above its previous margin, but again, we will see. Justicar items, or Justiciar, I think is what they call it. We could do Justiciar as well, but again, it's another slow trading item. We might have some competition. Do Dragon Hunter items. I should have done those instead, but now that we have the Kodai going, we might as well try to flip it. That was a good call. I should have remembered to do the Dragonfire items. Or not the Dragonfire items, the Dragon Hunter items, excuse me. Anyway, Whew, I feel like I'm talking 1,000 miles a minute. 10 guys in here today. Thank you all for tuning in on this lovely Saturday. Hopefully it's not raining where you live. Where I live, it's freaking raining right now, and it's just not that exciting outside. But anyway. How do you guys like the new soundtrack, by the way? I know I ask a lot, but... Wait, you guys can't even hear the music in the background. I didn't even notice. Hold on. Let me fix that really quick for you guys. I think if we do that, you guys should be able to hear it. Is that better? Sorry, I didn't know the audio wasn't playing. What the... Yo, I've been playing this mix the whole time in the background without any... Why did that get... I don't know why I did that. Hopefully the audio is balanced as well. Let me know if it's not. That was the dumbest thing ever. Sorry about that, guys. You should have told me that. 83,698,000. Yep, this is my channel where you get high quality streams with no music. And you just get to hear my ranting commentary on and on and on. Anyway, One at a Time RS is asking, what amount max would you not manually check, but rather use a site like GE Tracker or Platinum Tokens? This is a good question. It really depends on how much money you... I always feel like with these flipping questions, it's always like, well, it depends how much money you have. It really does. But even so, that being said, I would try any item that's like a low traded, or not even a low traded, any high margin item. Especially when you're starting out, I'd recommend trying to learn how to use GE Tracker and just get your listings accurate. But you can always manually check an item if you want the most up-to-date margin on it. The only problem is when you manually check things like the Sanguesti staff or, you know, the Grazi or Kodai wand, you know, you can't guarantee that that margin is going to stay. Something could crash, and if it crashes, then you're kind of out, like, could even be 500, 600K because of the margin check. To me, if I lost 500, 600, even a mil on a margin check and didn't make it up, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me, but I would be, you know, kind of taken back by it. GE Tracker is becoming more and more useless with people switching to RuneLite. I always just price check. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't have a GE Tracker membership. It's a great site, don't get me wrong, shows really good trends over time, but at the same time, like, you're not going to get very accurate listings from GE Tracker at this point, which is, it just is what it is, right? I mean, if they had it built into RuneLite, we'd be way better off, but since it's not, I don't really see that much value in GE Tracker anymore. I really don't see it. No offense to the creators of RuneLite, or not RuneLite, of GE Tracker or anything. It's a great site, great concept, but it's just, with people moving away from OS Buddy, it's, you know, it is what it is. 29915 we have to knock this down. It wasn't selling, so I want to make sure we can get that sold off here. 20 minutes until 6-hour log. Feels bad, man. How do you price check with RuneLite? You just buy and sell one item, and that'll be the price check for you. RuneLite prices added to GE Tracker would be horrible for margins. Yes, that's true. It's probably better we don't have it. I like not using GE Tracker or a site to actually do my price checks, but to each their own. Anyway, 344 mil. Let's get rolling here. We were able to flip those Kodais, so we might as well do a few more, right? It didn't make us any crazy profits, but at the same time, like, look, it glitched out on the profit here. Like, profit each, 1,005 GP, total profit, 4,020. Like, no, that's not right. Anyway. We're going to go ahead and buy a few more of these here. We'll just crank up the margin a little bit on that. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Really do appreciate it. Spending your time on this Saturday to learn this flipping knowledge and just learn how to make bank in old school RuneScape. Thank you guys for stopping by. Leave a like if you are enjoying the stream. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. And of course, you can join us on Discord. There is a link in the description below. It is probably the #1 best free resource to learn how to flip in old school RuneScape. RuneScape. We have over 800 members who we walk through and teach step by step how to flip and make money in old school RuneScape. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. It's totally free to do. If you don't like it, you can always leave. Damn, that was kind of harsh. It's like, you don't like it? You can just get out of here. Anyway, the best admins too. Well, definitely some long-time admins here, that's for sure. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to flip some high volume stuff just to like fill up these slots here. I'll show you guys some of these good kind of high volume, lower margin flips. Now, just because a flip, this is an important factor I think not a lot of people realize, is I am the biggest fan of high volume items. I rant about it a lot, but just because an item has a high quantity and a low margin does not mean it's a bad flip. You can flip blood runes for like a 3 GP margin most of the time, and it takes like maximum 5 minutes. And if you can do that, it's going to be like a free, what is it, free 30k, whatever it is. And to someone who only has like 3 mil, that's pretty good. Like, people don't think that that's a good gain, and they try to seek out these profits on these huge margin items that they're just never going to hit. Start with the small items, start with the high volume items, get them out of the way, master it, and move on. I'm telling you, that is the best way to do it. That's what I did. Dude, I did high volume. Hopefully, we're back, I think. Anyway, I did talk to myself for way longer than you would have thought. But I do keep a pretty good eye on the chat and on, you know, if I'm actually live or not in the bottom right. So, thank you guys for sticking with me there. I'm going to, I think in my future streams, I'm going to run an Ethernet cable upstairs, so there's not as much dropout. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. And just the way my internet is serviced here in my apartment. So I do apologize for that, guys. 83,695,995 is what we're going to sell these Kodai wands for. And of course, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything relating to flipping, please let me know. 2231 is what we're going to sell these mahogany planks for, by the way, guys. Yeah, I love answering your guys' flipping questions. That's basically where the stream started. I mean, I started streaming to teach you guys how to flip, just really give you good insight into it, and because I thought it would be fun, and we've definitely had a lot of good times here on the Syratube live streams. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your dedication to the channel, and yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday. I'm almost done with my coffee, so my commentary will probably slow down a little bit. Do I need to slow down my commentary? I'm always very self-conscious about it. Anyway, these mana rays, my biggest fear, they're not selling. We need to cut back maybe 1658 is what we're going to list for. Looks like it should probably sell. We'll see what happens. Now, we still have 458 million, so we're going to do some Dragon Hunter Lances, guys. Now, wow, we got those mahogany planks off. Very, very nice. Those went really quick. Anyway, what was that? Not even like that big of a profit, to be honest. But wow, we got those Kodais done really, really easily. I like the high energy. Don't slow down. Okay, we'll keep it up. Alharith says, oh yeah, I got hacked. Oh wait, you got hacked, man? For 9 million bloods. No one knew my password, which is the sad part. Do you have the authenticator on? You gotta put that authenticator on, man. That is the best way to prevent it. Looks like wait. Okay, for a second, I thought we made profit, and I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, but we're gonna go ahead and put a listing in here. I got it on now. Okay, good. So what are you gonna do to make your money back, Harith? Like, you gonna go Zulrah, or I know you're more of like a PVM kind of guy who you focus on PVM more than your flipping and things like that, which is fine. But yeah, let me know what your money-making plan is. I'd love to know, and I'm sure if you share it, other people will benefit from it as well. We've got all these Zulrah scales in, guys. We're going to list these for 249 GP each. It's going to make us, what, a 3 GP profit each, which is a lot better than you usually get on Zulrah scales, as long as we can sell them. We still have 295 mil. We're going to list something a little bit safer. We're going to try the magic logs, as long as the margin is like maybe 4 GP or more. Steak, lol. Yeah, I mean, Harith, I don't know if you still are, but used to be a big staker. I would love to get into staking, I really would, since I do have, a fair bit of money in this game. It would be fun to do some staking. Of course, nothing reckless, but, just like 10 mil here and there, see what we can do. Al Harith says, back to rune crafting, going to get 99 rune crafting, 141 million expected profit. Very, very nice. And blood runes are really, really high price too. Turned 60 mil into 500 mil, but then lost the 500. Dang. We still have 282 million GP left. Let me think about what we can do with this. Let's do our arch nemesis, the Dragon Claws today, guys. I've actually been flipping these a lot, and successfully, believe it or not. And that is not something that usually happens for me with the Dragon Claws. So we're going to go ahead. Ooh, very, very nice margin on them as well. We're going to list for 56,775,995. Boom, list that. Let it do its thing. Give me that profit. That's all I want to see today is the green profit. Let's go ahead. We're going to buy 4 of those here and see how it works out for us. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name, man. I think it's Atherizes 1. If I'm saying that wrong, I do apologize. Correct me if I am wrong. But anyway, he says, any advice on slow flips? I want to do flips that take a long enough time to go and do other things for maybe like 10 minutes at a time. So Atherizes, I don't know how to say your name, dude. I apologize, but let me know how much money you're working with. Now, if you're looking for something that's going to take like 10 minutes here and there to just leave and check up on, you're going to want to focus on some lower volume items that have a little bit of a higher margin, kind of like Dragon Claws here or these Dragon Hunter Lances, which really aren't working out for us. But either way, let me know, because if you're looking for stuff that's high volume, there is still stuff that you can do that will take a little bit of time. But at this, again, like, it really depends how much risk you want to take, how confident you are with flipping, if you're experienced with flipping, if you have enough money to actually do it, things like that. There's a fun warning when world hopping. Oh, to get, like, disconnected. LOL. Trade me, by the way. All right, coming over here. Wow, are you max combat, Harith? Very nice, man. Oh, give me those blood runes, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, 13,000 vials of water coming in from Harith. Thank you, man. Keeping the tradition alive. Dude, we have to be close to 12 mil, even though I haven't really been accepting offers for vials of water as much, or making it, like, as much of a thing. But let's see how much we actually have. We have 11,373,000 vials of water. Crazy, man. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to list these Dragon Claws for 56,925,000. I'm actually nervous because these bought really fast, which when in a high volume, or excuse me, a high margin item buys really fast, that usually means that you might have bought it for too high of a price and you're gonna have trouble making money on it. But we'll see here. We'll be patient and try to, we'll stay confident, we'll stay positive about it, and we'll see what we can do with it. We might have to sell some for a loss, but hopefully not. Now, let's go ahead and sell these prayer potions for 15,185,000. 15,185. 15,185. Yeah, okay. That's good. Ooh, we actually were able to sell the Dragon Claws right off the bat there, so very, very nice. They're like 5 GP up right now. Just 5 GP. Ooh, we should sell the stack, boys. No, I'm just kidding. We'll never sell it. We will never, ever sell it. If anything, we'll give it away. We'll never sell it. Crazy, man. Crazy we have so many vials of water. And it was just a meme to start. It was just a meme. And now look where we are with it. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the live stream, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you are enjoying it. Let's go ahead and flip some Diamond Dragon Bolts E. Anyway, we'll get to your second in a sec. Aetherizes. Every time I look at your name, I can't pronounce it correctly. Anyway, we'll get to it in a minute. Let me just list these Diamond Dragon Bolts E, and then we'll get around to it. Wow, those Dragon Claws kind of made us a little bit of bank, guys. We're going to go ahead and flip the next, what do we have left? 3 of them, I think we can do before we hit our 4-hour limit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Look at that, guys. Looks like we made about 600k for flipping the Dragon Claws, not including the margin check, of course. But let's go ahead and knock that up a little bit, and we'll relist it. I was just about to cancel the lances, so I'm actually glad we got one. But anyway, so he says, Aether Rises says, close enough. I'm working with 10 mil at the moment. Goes up a mil a day typically. Very, very nice. So if you're looking for slower flips with 10 mil, that's going to be a little bit tough, because the situation you're in is, if you want a slower flip, Aetherisis. Okay, hopefully I'm saying that right. Oh my god. I'm just going to call you Eighth, okay? Even though that might not be the correct way to say it, Eighth is just easier for me. So Eighth, let's go ahead here. Let's talk about it. So if you want to flip with 10 mil and you want it to take some time and you want it to be low risk, it's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible. You're probably going to hit your limits before then, and it's going to go a lot faster than you think. So Eighth, what I would suggest you do is, instead of trying to categorize and flip items that you think might be slower and you might be able to make more profit on because they're going to take more time, they're going to be too risky for you. So I recommend doing items like these Diamond Dragon Bolts E, Dragon Arrows, Blood Runes, Zulrah Scales, things like that. Things that actually will probably take less than 10 minutes to flip. And the reason I'm suggesting this is because these high volume items, they tend to hold margins very, very strongly. So for example, if you buy Blood Runes for 400 GP and you see that the margin is 2 GP, you can sell them for 402 GP. Even if you wait 10 minutes, the margin's probably going to hold. So I would just recommend setting these flips, coming back to your computer after 10 minutes or whenever you get the chance, and just reselling them and trying to flip them. It's not worth trying to put in higher risk items, really, to capitalize on that 10-minute time frame specifically, because it's going to be a little bit too risky with a 10 million GP stack. Now, if you had 100 mil GP, then I would say, okay, you can flip some Zolandra teleports, Revenant Cave teleports, because these items are riskier, but they also take a lot longer to fill, and you'll be able to make more profit, no doubt. But with your 10 mil cash stack, just keep doing your thing, keep flipping the same items, and just turn around and sell them when you get a chance. Hopefully that helps you out, Eighth, and of course, if you did enjoy the knowledge and it does help you out, be sure to drop a like on this video. It really does help me out a lot. It's pretty quiet today, only 9 of you in here today. Thank you guys who are here supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. This is what, our 100, I think it's our 130, it's between 133rd and 136th live stream. I honestly have lost count at this point. We've done so many of these, and of course, people always enjoy it, so thank you guys for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. I'm just going to grab my water bottle here. It's like right next to me. I just gotta get up and walk across the room. But just give me 1 second, guys. I'll be back. Alright, we are back, guys, and we have the Diamond Dragon Bolts now, so we're going to turn around and sell those. 1,300 each, very, very nice. I think we'll do 1,299 just to go a little bit under and try to undercut people. Because I'm that guy. I'm that guy who throws in those undercuts, you know what I'm saying? We haven't had any questions about undercuts at all recently, but we'll get into that here. So a lot of people actually ask, it has been a while, admittedly, but a lot of people ask, why, like, when do you overcut? Why do you overcut? You know, you say it's not necessary to do it, but why do you do it? A lot of the times I don't undercut off stream. I really don't, especially for, you know, these high volume items, because when you're flipping high volume items, the margin is really important. You want to make as much profit as possible because the margin's already low to begin with. Let me just go ahead and list these. 89,995,000. Yeah, but anyway, so the reason that I undercut on live stream is because I want things to go faster so I can showcase more items for all of you. So that's the reason why when I'm on stream, I usually undercut, overcut, whatever it takes to get those flips going. Anyway, hopefully you guys are all okay in quarantine right now. Hopefully you know, you're staying safe from this virus that's going around. I know I am. I'm doing my best to stay clean, washing my hands, doing everything I can, and avoiding going outside, admittedly. And it's probably the best way to do it for me, considering I do live in a major city, so we do need to be a little bit careful going outside and things like that. So more time for RuneScape, more time for video content. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video content, and of course, leave a like if you are. You can join us on Discord as well if you are interested. There is a link in the description below. It is the best place, best free resource to learn how to flip in old school RuneScape, and we will help you step by step and showcase a bunch of flips for you that you can use to make bank. Whew, running out of air today. Anyway, let's go ahead, and we still have 285 million GPs, so we might as well put it to good use. Let's do some grimy core stole here, and we'll see what we can get off of that. One at a time, RS says the mana rays are not working. You're right, we haven't sold any of them yet, so we do need to check on that. We also should turn around and sell these sharks, because considering we haven't bought any in a hot minute, the margin actually might be holding on those, so we could make a little bit of bank there. Let's go ahead. Yeah, well, let's, it should be on here, actually. Looks like we were selling for 1,366 GP, so we'll do 1,365. Could be, it honestly could be an instant sell if these things are going up a lot in price, so we'll take a look here. Wasn't an instant sell, but that's fine. We're able to get those Dragon Hunter Lances off pretty quick. Not a ton of profit on those compared to what I normally get. We only had like a 40k margin or something like that, so really not a lot at all. But we'll swap a few things around here. We'll check on our slow flips, and we'll make sure that we get everything settled. Okay, that is not a real margin, but we're gonna try it anyway. Because if it is, that's crazy. We'll just put 10k 10k limit into the tourstals here. We do have a lot of money to pump into things, so we might as well kind of shop around a little bit and see what's going to be best for us. These mana rays also are not working, so let's actually buy one more and see what the new margin is. And if we have to change things around, we definitely will. 1,620. So I think, what do we buy for? 1,000, I think it was like, yeah, 1,648. So that's like a 28 GP loss. Gonna be pretty hefty. It could be like 400k loss on those. We'll sell them for 1,615 just to get them off our hands here. Don't expect them to keep going up in price or anything like that, and hopefully they do sell for 1,615 because they are at an extremely high price. So we need to be careful to make sure we can get those off before they crash any further. That's gonna be our first major loss today, which is actually not too bad. I'm okay taking one loss, considering that the margin was really, really good, and if we hit that, it would have been a very, very nice profit. Anyway, you can't always win, so we'll just knock that down, and we'll let that sell off. 89,992,995. List that, let it do its thing there. Hopefully we make some good profit there. We were able to hit the margin on the sharks. Very, very nice. Look at that, guys. Whew, outstanding flip there. Very, very nice. We only had 3,029 sharks, but we were able to get that 30 GP margin we were talking about earlier. It's outstanding. You know when like you're drinking coffee out of a mug and then it gets to the bottom and it's just like cold and it's not good? Yeah, I'm at that stage right now. I drank it all. It's done. My 2 cups of coffee out of the way. And yeah, we're going to keep flipping here. That's my favorite thing to do on the weekend morning, honestly, is get a nice cup of coffee going, just get on RuneScape and start flipping. It's such a simple pleasure. I don't know. Anyway, let's do... let's do those Zamorakian hostas that, where's the later? I think you mean water. It's next to me. I got it right here. Don't worry about that. You know we always got it on deck. We'll definitely need to take a little sip of that in a minute, because the coffee, like, kind of dries your mouth out, so I've gotten used to it and just commentated over it most of the time, but you guys know, I love my water. How can I not? Let's go ahead and list the Zamorak hostas, which actually Jordy recommended we do earlier in the stream today. We'll do 7 of them. The margin's actually pretty good on them as well. Able to hit that on the Dragon Hunter Lances. We're going to turn around and try the Dragon Hunter crossbows as well, guys. And don't be discouraged if you're watching this video or this live stream and you're like, man, I'm never gonna have that much money, I'm never gonna be able to flip these items. Trust me, you will be able to one day. I started with 9 million GP. You go back to my first video, I had literally 9 mil. And I'm not a super active flipper. You guys know this. I love flipping in RuneScape. I love teaching you guys how to flip. But it's not like I'm doing it all the time, 24/7. Sometimes I take breaks from the game, and it's, you know, that's very normal for an average player. So don't be discouraged if you don't have this much GP yet. Just keep working at it and keep going. That was the best video. Dude, my first video I ever uploaded now has like 46,000 views. Like, of course, my worst video has the most views. I've also had some pretty other popular videos as well. Some that have a lot of likes, some that don't have a lot of dislikes, things like that. But sometimes people just don't like what I put out, and that's fine. Logan Shore, don't think I've seen you around here before, man, so welcome to the live stream. He's saying, you look at the Sanguesti staff yet? I have not looked at the Sanguesti staff. I don't want to flip it on stream, and the reason being is it's kind of a very expensive and volatile item, and I don't want to buy and sell one to just, you know, kind of show you guys the price listing of it, because I don't want people to compete with me on it. And that's an item I'll save for after the stream, unfortunately. But the Sanguesti staff, very awesome item to flip. It has a lot of good margins on it. Most of the time, the margin on the Sanguesti is over 300k, which I find outstanding. It's a really good margin. But the problem is, it is definitely a higher risk item, so we have to be careful when we go to flip that. Yeah, brand new. Yeah, I got you. You should. I could. I'm scared to. Hopefully you understand why. It is in a healthy state. The item is in a really healthy state. It's going up a ton in price. Been bulling recently, which is great. Got a lot of profit to be made. But again, not going to attempt it on this live stream. It's a little too much risk than I'd want to take right now. So we're gonna stay away from it. But it is an item I commonly flip off stream. I will say that. I think I posted a Sanguesti staff in the Discord the other day for people to see. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but hopefully you did. It was a pretty good flip. I mean, I didn't make crazy profits on it, but yeah. But Logan, thank you for the suggestion, man. I always like taking suggestions. So anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. I forgot to mention the new series we were going to bring out. I should have mentioned that earlier when we had more people in here, but we kind of got distracted from that. So the new flipping series, guys, coming to the channel is a 10 to 100 mil flipping series. This is a confirmed series that I am bringing out. I'm going to put 10 mil on a new account. I'm going to put a bond on the account, and I'm going to flip from 10 mil to 100 mil. Show you guys what I'm flipping day in and day out, and show you can actually flip from 10 to 100 mil. A lot of people come into these streams, come watch my videos, and they love the content, they love the concepts, but I think a lot of people don't see the end goal when it comes to flipping, right? So they come in here and they're like, wow, how'd you get so much money? Give me some money. I want to flip with it. Well, you got to start somewhere. You got to build it yourself. And half the knowledge of flipping is actually learning how to flip at every cash stack you have. And 10 to 100 mil is the most critical time for your maximum wealth gain, I'll say. Learning how to flip 10 to 100 mil is essential in learning how to make money and flipping in old school RuneScape. So I'm going to be showcasing that series. It's an official series that will be coming to the channel. I do expect to record my first video for it tomorrow. So you guys should be looking out for that. It should be a really good series. I think it's going to help a lot of people on the channel. 10 mil is a very reasonable amount to have. So if I can show you how to flip from 10 to 100 mil, I think a lot of people are going to be into it, and they'll see that the goal of, building your cash stack to 1 bill is actually achievable, especially if you can get from 10 to 100 mil. So that is coming to the channel very, very shortly, and I do expect to be uploading at least one video a week for that series. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy doing it. It's been a while since I flipped with a smaller cash stack. Weird flex, but okay, but yeah, it should be a very fun video series. And it'll be the first real series I've had on the channel that I'm actually going to dedicate to, try to upload to consistently, and actually get that out of the way. I don't know exactly the parameters we're gonna have for that series yet, so you know, we'll have to keep it in mind. I don't know if I'm gonna be flipping so much that I can sustain a bond throughout the whole time, or if I'm gonna, you know, use my main to give bonds to my alt account. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll see. We have 36 mil. I'm kind of struggling on what I want to flip here. Let's do some Amethyst Crystal, actually. That should be pretty good. Now, the Amethyst Crystal had a really big price run about the past month because it was announced that there would be a new, what was it, new agility update or a new agility course. So the Amethyst Crystal went on a pretty crazy run. Now it's kind of crashing, so we're going to see if we can hit it on the downward trend here. Going to go ahead and list 11,000, which is the 4-hour limit for 1,300 GP each. We'll see how many we can get and see if we can maximize on this profit. We got about 15 minutes left in the stream, guys. We're going to maximize as much as we can here, try to get as many flips as possible and try to make this bank. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream today. Leave a like if you are, really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you are enjoying it. And of course, you can join us on Discord. There is a link in the description below if you are interested in checking that out. It's a great place to learn how to flip with your cash stack and just kind of learn the best flips for, you know, your cash stack. And we do a ton of events in there. We got screenshots of every flip that people want to post. We have a lot of people participating in there. We have over 800 members. Guys, we'd really love to have you join that. Whew. Anyway, let's get some water in the system here. Now those Dragon Hunter crossbows, by the way, I was nervous about those, so I relisted them for a little bit lower. Looks like they're starting to sell off now, so no worries on that. Anyway, 8 people in here today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really means a lot to me. Thank you for supporting the channel. Hopefully these flipping tips and strategies and just these items I'm showcasing are going to help you guys out a lot. Of course, if you have any flipping questions about what to flip with your cash stack, let me know. These flipping live streams are to teach you guys how to flip day in and day out, and I showcase what I'm flipping day in and day out, and hopefully it's helpful for you guys as well. But I always try to keep an interactive vibe on these streams because it's mainly about answering your questions. I can make more money flipping off stream because I take a little bit more risk, I think, when I don't flip on stream, and most of the time it pays out. And yeah, just learn how to flip in this game. That's my number one tip, is learn how to make money by flipping in this game, and you will honestly see crazy profits, and your cash stack's going to be bigger than it's ever been in your life. So if you want to really get rich in this game, flipping is the best way to do it. One thing I actually like about flipping is that when you're flipping, the more money you make, or the more money you have, the more money you can actually make. So flipping kind of scales with your cash stack, as where other money makers like Zulrah and Vorkath are, okay, they're going to be 2 mil an hour or something like that for your max stats, but it's a consistent 2 mil an hour. You're not going to make any more money by having more cash. With flipping, once you get to a certain point, well, now you can make 3 mil an hour, 4 mil an hour, and it just really is exponential. So anyway, let's go ahead and flip some Dexterous Prayer Scrolls here, guys. We're going to flip 4 of them today, as long as the margin looks pretty good. Looks like they're going up a lot in price, too, so very, very nice to see that. 43,915,995. And my guess on why this is actually going up in price is I thought people would be doing raids to offset this, because we have so many new players in the game here, and Alhareth, I saw your comment. We'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, the reason I think it's going up so much is, excuse me, a lot of players coming back to the game, and with this, you know, this virus going around, and since so many people are coming back, I think people are seeing that the Dexterous Prayer Scroll is at a reasonable price to get Rigor, and people are actually buying them up and trying to use them, which is good. That's really good for the economy. Great thing to see, because I mean, these Dexterous Prayer Scrolls went down like so much. I think they were at like 38 mil at one point, which is crazy. Anyway, look at this oak plank flip, guys. This is insane. This is actually insane. Looks like we had probably about a 5% ROI on that. These buy and sell prices are correct, but the profit is not correct. But it looks like we made like, what, like 300k? Freaking insane for oak planks, man. I don't think I've ever made that much. Let's go ahead and we have 921 million GP. Let's do another item here. Maybe we can do some ancestral pieces. We'll try the ancestral top, actually. Now, one thing that I found is kind of interesting with the ancestral top and the ancestral bottom pieces is that the bottom piece always used to be more money than the top piece, but now they're about equal since all these players came into the game, and I don't really know the reasoning behind that. I don't think anything changed, so I don't know why the top is about equal to the bottom now at this point. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I thought the bottom was worth more because there was like a gear set that you'd swap to that you needed the bottom piece for. But now the bottom and the top are about equal. So if only we knew, we could have invested. Anyway, guys, hopefully you are enjoying the stream today. Leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. And of course, you can join us on Discord. There's a link in the description below. So check that out if you are interested. Al Harith asking, have you flipped Dragon Claws recently? We did earlier in the stream, man, which is not that common, but look at that. We made a really good profit on them, 600k on the Dragon Claws. Very, very nice. And yes, we did flip them, actually, surprisingly, which we don't usually flip them because we have bad luck with them, but we did this time around, and it worked out very, very nicely. Oh, I haven't gotten enough exercise recently with all this inside time due to this virus, but you know how it is. Not that RuneScape players get a lot of exercise anyway, let's be honest. I'm sure some do. What was that YouTube channel? Maybe you guys know it. There used to be someone, it was a while ago in RuneScape's history, I think. They might still make videos, I'm not sure, but anyway, they were like a fitness and RuneScape channel. There was also a similar player called Swifty who would do that for World of Warcraft, but there was a RuneScape player who did it too. He would like play RuneScape, he'd do RuneScape videos, but he'd always have these like workout montages in his videos, which is no, Chris Archie is like doing that now. It was like someone before him, but I mean, yeah, that's a good guess actually. That's now I'm pretty sure he does those now, but it was someone else, I think. But anyway, not really important. Broke 500k free-to-play flipping, LMAO. Yo, dude, congrats, man. That's insane. I mean, any gain in free-to-play by flipping is going to be well-earned, and flipping in free-to-play is the best free-to-play moneymaker by far. There's no competition in it, but the margins in free-to-play are just not that great, so you have to flip a lot of high-volume items. Bajira does it too. Oh yeah, Bajira. How could I forget Bajira? Yeah, I forgot they do it. I'm just a long time Swifty fan. Like, I really am. Love Swifty, man. I remember what you're talking about, but I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know who it is either. How could I forget Bajira? Great guy, man. Both of them, really great. Let's go ahead. We've got to maintenance a few things here. We're going to turn around and sell the hostas. And we'll keep a close eye on the rogue tops. I don't think we're going to finish the full limit on those. But we'll let that do its thing anyway. 16 million, so we'll do 15 million, 998,995. Same, why I started WoW was Swifty. Yeah, so Swifty, it's crazy because what he did was Swifty used to make videos in the past that would be those half workout, half video montages, right? So he used to make these videos, and then like WoW went into its new state. You know, those streamers weren't playing WoW as much, wasn't their main interest anymore. But then classic WoW came back, and now, because of that, Swifty's making his old kind of videos again. So it's just crazy. They're not really workout videos anymore, but he'll like go do something adventurous, and then he'll play WoW. It's, I don't know. To me, it like brings back some OG nostalgia, so it means a lot. One at a time RS said, crafted to 200k, then flipped. How long did it take you to go from 200k to 500k in free-to-play, man? I'd love to know, dude. Swifty with the one-shot macro. It's Narosho, by the way. Miss kicked me off the computer, haha, on her YouTube account. LOL. That's funny, man. You got that straight boot off the PC, my boy. That means you spent too much time on it. That's why you gotta buy your own, so you can't have, you know, your girlfriend, your wife kicking you off the PC. Unacceptable. We'll let these flips sit here for a little bit longer, guys. We'll cut back on the Amethyst Crystal as well, because we will be wrapping up relatively soon. We're going to sell these for 1,312. Swifty versus 3 Rogues vid was awesome. I don't remember that. 2 days, but hours-wise, maybe 5, 6. That's not too bad. Eighth says, I talked with a guy a while back who got his first bond by flipping from 1 mil. I mean, here's the thing, like, I do say this a lot, but I don't think flipping from 1 mil is worth your time. In my opinion, the best amount of money to start flipping with to like learn and really get good gains off your stack is 10 mil. You can do it with 5 mil or in between, but it's not as optimal as you'd probably think. 10 mil is really the golden starting point, I would say, in terms of knowledge and in terms of actually making profit. With 10 mil, you're going to start rivaling moneymakers like, it's gonna, not at first, because you're going to have to learn, but it's going to start, if you're good with 10 mil, it's going to start rivaling like money-making methods like Mort Meyer fungus collecting. Like, you're going to be at least 700k an hour, I would think, if you're experienced, at least 700k an hour with a 10 mil stack. But it could be even 1 mil an hour. It just really depends on your luck during your flipping session, or of course how experienced you are as well. So I recommend flipping with 10 mil because that's really when you're going to start to see a good return on your money, and you're going to think flipping is worthwhile. If you flip with less than that and you're not an experienced flipper, one, you're not going to be able to test out a lot of items that you'd like to test out that will be helpful for learning, and second, you're not going to see worthwhile returns on flipping, and you probably won't think it's worth your time. And then you'll complain that only people who have a lot of money can like really flip, and only rich people in game can flip items, and then you're going to be one of those guys. One at a time RS says, I keep finding myself trying to flip as much of one item at a time. It's not really necessarily a bad thing. If you find a good margin on an item in free-to-play and you want to put all your money into it, you know, you can do that. It's just probably not the optimal way to go about it. That's all. Narosho saying, I fell out of love with WoW at the moment. Now when people ask why, I went back to RuneScape. It's Syra. Haha, Swifty for WoW, Syra for RuneScape. Love to hear it, man. I was actually going to start making WoW videos. If you look on my channel, you'll see around when Classic WoW came out, I did make a few money-making guides for Classic WoW. So they're probably Classic WoW is maybe a year old at this point, or close to. No, probably not even a year yet, because it came out in August, right? So not a year yet, but I did make some WoW money-making videos, and one of them actually did really, really well. It's got like 25,000 views, which is crazy, but I decided that RuneScape is where my heart's at. I know how to make money really well in RuneScape. You know, Classic WoW, I know how to make money too, but RuneScape, it's just, that's where my fan base is, so I had to come back to the boys, you know? I do love Classic WoW, though. I do, you know, retail WoW, it's fine, it is what it is. But the problem is, it's such a time-consuming game, man. If you want to play WoW, you gotta have a lot of time to put into it, and it's just, I'm not at a stage in my life where I have that anymore. RuneScape's nice, I come on, I flip for an hour, I leave, you know, it is what it is. How do I know how much to allocate per flip so early on? That's a good question. So, one at a time RS, you said you were working with about, what was it, 500k? So, just split it up evenly, right? So, you can do like 175k for each flip or something like that. Whatever, you know, 500k breaks down into. Or if you find that an item has a better margin and you don't think there's that much risk, go ahead and put a little bit more money towards it. Like, you could do 300k towards it, and then split the rest of your money between the other items. Really a personal preference, really something you're going to learn how to do as you keep flipping, and you'll start to get a feel for like what items are really working out for you, and what items are just not working out as well on top of that. But free-to-play flipping it's tough, but it is also the best way to make money in free-to-play by far. So I highly recommend trying to master that as much as you can. If you can master free-to-play flipping, when you get to members, you're going to make bank. Like, you're going to make bank off flipping, for sure. Members, you'll be able to find a lot more items that hold really good margins, too. You're gonna find the items flip faster for the same margins. It's flipping in members is drastically different. You will make so much more money. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up here, guys. I'm going to leave these Dexterous Prayer Scrolls in, as well as the Grimy Torso, because I will check it before I log off. I do have to run a few errands today, so I might let them sit a little bit longer, but we'll really see. Of course, I'll let you know the profits in the Discord. We did start with 725 mil today, so hopefully we stayed relatively around there as far as profits go. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. New series coming to the channel. That's going to be awesome. 10 to 100 mil flipping series. Guys, I want you to blow that up with likes. Really. It's gonna, dude, that series is going to be amazing. It's going to be the first real Syratube series. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'll see you all next time.